Right, so welcome to another episode of the Blues Binocular podcast. Today I am joined by JJ from Birmingham Fan TV. JJ, thanks for joining us this week, pal.
No worries, it's a pleasure.
Yep, so this week we're going to be talking about the signings. Blues made 5. Of course, we sent Omar Bogle back to Cardiff and he eventually hooked up with Portsmouth. We're going to be rating the 4 signings. Of course, we've got Christian Pedersen, who arrived from Union Berlin. Lee Camp was next through the door from Cardiff. Then Gary Gardner from the mob from down the expressway. And recently, Karim Amrabti. So firstly, JJ, we'll talk about Christian Pedersen. Blues have been in a lot of trouble, of course, as we know. We were under a soft embargo when we did sign him for around $2 million. So let's talk about him then. You know, he's played 25 games so far. He scored against the Villa. How would you rate him so far?
I think that goal alone was worth all the trouble, wasn't it, really? It's not often we see a left-back score a goal against them long. But I think it was a shrewd piece of business, if I'm honest. I think, you know, jokes aside, was it worth the trouble? Hard to say, because he's solid. He's decent on the ball. He's comfortable. He offers a good aerial presence, but I think at times he's been caught out slightly.
Yeah, I do.
However, was he an upgrade on grounds? I think that's the way we have to look at it, and I think he was.
Yeah.
So, good piece of business overall.
Yeah, I agree. I think he was the left back that we'd been looking for, to be fair. And, you know, kudos to Wes Harding. It tells you how good he's been recently, that he's keeping Pedersen out the side at the minute. Of course, Maxime Collins filled in at left back.
Sure.
So, yeah, I think, as you said, you know, he's athletic, he's strong, he's quite versatile, as you say. He can play left midfield. I would even say that he can play at centre-half if he was called upon.
This is what I thought as well, yeah. I'd like to see him potentially slot in at that left centre-half position, comfortable on his left foot. But again, you know, you can't move those centre-back pairings, so I think he's unfairly out of the team at the minute, but we've got a good defensive options back there.
Yeah, 100%. Would you put him back in against Blackburn on Saturday?
I actually called for him to go back in against I can't remember
Bolton.
Yeah, just simply because I thought against QPR, Colin was caught out a few times down the left-hand side, mainly for his height.
Yeah.
He doesn't look comfortable sometimes at left back. And I think Pedersen's naturally, obviously, he's left-footed and his height. Against Bolton, who are a big team, would have, you know, could have potentially offered us a little bit more solidity. Eventually, we conceded from a set piece. Maybe that would have helped. I don't know, but I personally, I would like to see him in at left back and Harding at right back on Saturday.
I'd agree. So out of 10, JJ, personally, as we say, he's athletic. It's, you know, he's come from the German divisions. I'm going to go and give him an 8. I've been impressed with him, and I think if we were I think his resale value will be a lot higher than $2 million in a couple of seasons. Of course, he's only young, so what do you think about that? What do you give him?
Yeah, I really wouldn't shift from an 8, if I'm honest. Depending on how he finishes the season, it could be more, but yeah, I agree, his resale value is something that we as a club need to look at when we're buying players. Yeah. And Rabti, I think, has got a good resale value, as does Pedersen. Yeah. So, an 8, I think, is fair. Okay. Potentially, I'd see him chip in with 1 or 2 set-piece goals, but yeah. Yeah,
so we'll go with an 8 for Pedersen. Coming up next, secondly, we've got Lee Camp, who joined on a free from Cardiff City. Interesting one. He divided opinion when he signed. He still is dividing opinion now. You know, comes in on a free. Was it relegated Sunderland last campaign? Had an absolute shocker there. You know, he's kept 10 clean sheets. I think he's got a lot of unfair criticism. You know, he has made a few mistakes, and as did David Stockdale last campaign. So what do you think about him? What do you make of Lee Camp?
I think people are right to be a bit frustrated when they do, but I think people are only frustrated by him because they see he pulls off some quite fantastic saves at times, right out the top drawer, and then other times he'll let the simplest of shots get past him. But overall, I think somebody put it earlier, 4 bars of Freddos and a packet of Quavers he cost us.
Yeah, exactly.
Superb signing, if I'm honest. 10 clean sheets. saved us 3 points alone at QPR, and he's done that in a few games. And I think for a free transfer, debatably our best signing. Debatably, I think goalkeepers make mistakes, and it's highlighted 10 times more than an outfield player because obviously they can't hide their mistakes.
Yeah. So yeah, if the embargo is sorted out sooner rather than later, and we are allowed to recruit in the summer, here's a question: would you keep hold of Lee Camp, given that we might be able to make further signings?
Definitely. I'd keep hold of Camp, whether it be first team or as a backup. I think his experience around the training ground is invaluable. So yeah, I think even as a stepping goalkeeper, and he's only got a year left on his contract, I'm sure he's not on huge wages.
No.
So I don't think it's a bad option. I would go and recruit another goalkeeper in the summer, if we're allowed to. But that remains to be seen whether we can.
Yeah. So overall, I've been impressed with Lee Camp. But as we say, he has made a few mistakes, a few costly mistakes. But single-handedly, he won 3 points to Blues at QPR the other week. So I am gonna actually give him a 7. I'm not gonna give him an 8 purely because of the mistakes that he's made. 7 is what I'm gonna go with. What are you going with?
Controversially, and I could be shot down for this, I'd give him an 8.5.
Okay.
Not that I think he's been better than Pedersen necessarily, but for what he costs, and simply because of how well he's played this season at times, you've got to give him credit where credit's due.
I agree. Thirdly, we've got Gary Gardner. We talk about Lee Camp dividing opinion when he came. This one certainly did. I remember we signed him quite late. And a few people that I know were completely against him signing. And, I looked at our team on paper and I said, you know what, if he's better than what we've got and he's going to strengthen the side, I'd be wouldn't hesitating to sign him. And that's exactly what Gary Monk did. He spent last season on loan at Barnsley. They got relegated. But I've been impressed with Gary Gardner, I have to say. His range of passing, he keeps it ticking over. He complements Clifton Bell's play in the centre of the park. And you wouldn't know that he's got anything to do with Aston Villa, I don't think, judging by his social media posts, his passion, his commitment. What do you make of Gardner?
I think it's excellent recruitment. I don't think Gary Monk's really made a poor signing. Gardner has been, I think, what we've lacked in a lot of years at the Blues is a strong, tall centre midfielder. Somebody that has a bit of a presence about them. As much as Davis is physical and Clifton Bell likes to tackle, they're not big, tall, imposing midfielders. And not only does he bring that, I think he brings a range of passing again that we haven't seen since. I know Tesh was decent on the ball, but we don't get those kind of players since sort of like Fahy.
I agree.
So. For a loan transfer, I don't care who he's come from, because they don't, if he comes to Blues, put 110% in, which he's done. And look, I'm not going to say that I wasn't sceptical at the start of the season, but I said, look, let's just see how he performs. If he puts 110% in, then credit to him, and I think he's done more than that. And then obviously with his social media posts, he's just added that bit of spice to it, hasn't he?
Absolutely.
That bit of wind-up merchant, should we say?
Yeah, I agree. As we say, because of that, I don't think that the Villa Park faithful will take him back with open arms. I don't see that happening. Based on that, we say again, will Blues be able to strengthen in the summer? We'll be able to back Monk. If we are would you make it a permanent signing?
100%. Regardless of I don't think they're going to ask for a stupid fee.
No.
I believe he's in his last year of his contract next year. So they can't demand a huge fee.
Yeah, they're saying that. I think because they're paying his wages, they're paying a hefty chunk of it now. I think they go, okay, let's get him off the books, and instead of waiting around, let's get him away. I wouldn't be surprised to see, even though they are our rivals, to see them give him us for 3 almost. That's what I say, just to get him off the wage bill.
For sure, yeah. I mean, we've done the same thing sometimes. So look, as long as we're not talking more than 2 or 3 million. yeah, I'd be more than happy to take him on board. I think we still need to recruit a centre midfielder in the summer as well.
I agree completely.
Somebody maybe that sits a little bit deeper, can collect the ball from deep, sort of like a Ryan Woods sort of figure. But overall, I don't think you're going to get much better than Gary Gardner for the price that we could get him for.
Absolutely. As you say, you're looking for someone a little bit deeper. I think Oliver Norwood would have been the perfect signing in the summer.
I was calling for him in the summer. I said, do what we can to get him, because I've always been impressed with him back from Huddersfield to Fulham. I knew what he could offer us, but obviously we couldn't compete once the embargo was slapped on us. So, that's one miss, but there's plenty of players out there that could fill that role.
Yeah, I agree. So, but obviously, taking away from that, I think Gary Gardner's been terrific, and I'm going to give him an 8.5. I'm going to give him the highest rated player so far. I've been impressed with him. I can't fault him. He's been what we've been lacking. Just keeps it ticking over. Doesn't really put a foot wrong. But I would like to see him chip in with a couple more assists. He has got a good right foot, like his brother. I like to see him on free kicks. He does take corners every now and then. But 8 is what I'm giving him.
Yeah.
8.5. Sorry, go on.
I would probably. I'd have to agree with you. I think if you'd have chipped in with a few more, like you say, assists, maybe a goal or two, you could get. There's grounds for a 9 and a 9.5, because I think he's been outstanding at times. He's been our best player.
Yeah.
But I think the system we play doesn't allow them the freedom to get the goals, but assists certainly he has. They can do that. So maybe a few more assists from deep. Yeah. Would be nice to see, but an 8.5, couldn't agree more with that.
Yeah. So lastly, we signed Kerim Rapti, Swedish international, a few weeks back. He's featured. He'd come on against Forest. He had a great chance against QPR. Should have put that away. And Bolton, but he's yet to start a game for Blues. I don't know if that's a fitness thing or we are tankering around with the system a bit. We're changing it. From what I've seen of him, I have seen him play now 3 times. It's his desire. I see his work rate. He really does put it in, going forward and defending especially. And I think he has got a lot to offer, as we mentioned earlier. I think, being a Swedish international, got a bit of calibre. I think his resale value will be good. It'll be interesting to see what we can get for him. Obviously, we're not saying we're going to sell him at all, but it's an interesting thing knowing that he's going to fetch more than what we got him for. What are your thoughts on him so far?
Yeah, he looks a really tidy player. If you look at sort of some of his touches against QPR, certainly I think he didn't get enough time against Forest to really show what he's about. Yeah. But I saw the work rate, which I couldn't agree more. I was very surprised with how much he gets himself about for an attacking player, so to speak. Very tidy on the ball. He made some excellent little flicks and touches at QPR. Made things happen. Yeah. Found some space really well. Similar play to Hotter, but with a little bit more pace, I think. Yeah. Should have buried that chance. It was a good save in the end against QPR, but I think maybe bit of nerves, bit of rustiness there in that. And then again against Bolton, I think it was himself who created that chance for Adams right at the end. With that flick, I think it's a fantastic, vision and awareness to know where his man is. And I think I'd like to see him and Hotter play. I agree. If I'm honest, I think those two looked like they were linking up well. Yeah. So them three, him, Hotter, and Adams, I think could prove a handful. Yeah. I think potentially it's time to drop Magoma.
I agree.
Not that I dislike Magoma, but at times
frustrating.
Absolutely. I think it's the best word to describe him. And it's been tough because he'll put a performance on, then he'll put 2 on where they're not so good. So there's grounds I think maybe now that Mrabti could get a start on Saturday. Yeah, absolutely. Judging he's only played a handful of games, I am going to give him a 6. That's purely based on his work rate. I think we've got can look forward to a good few performances by Mrabti. As you say, I'd like to see him alongside Jota, Adams, bit of pace, driving forward. I'm excited to see what he's about, so I'm going to give him a 6 for now. What are you? Yeah, again, it's hard, isn't it? Because you don't want to judge someone off 3 games, but I think a 6, 6.5 is around the right ballpark.